Pakistan's insidious campaign of terror in Jammu and Kashmir continues, with terrorists targeting unarmed civilians to disrupt peace and stall development. In their latest act of brutality, innocent migrant workers were gunned down in cold blood, exposing Islamabad's desperation to keep the region unstable. While Pakistan faces internal collapse, it continues to export violence across the border, using proxies to sabotage Kashmir's progress. But these cowardly attacks will not break the spirit of the people or derail India's efforts to build a prosperous and peaceful Kashmir. Our story will tell you more.
Pakistan's obsession with disrupting peace in Jammu and Kashmir continues unabated, with terror outfits once again targeting unarmed civilians. In an escalation of violence, 7 employees of an uninfrastructure company, including a doctor and 6 migrant workers, were gunned down by terrorists on October 20th. The attack occurred at a construction workers' camp near the scenic Sonmarg Health Resort along the Srinagar-Leh National Highway, marking one of the most brutal terrorist strikes on laborers in Kashmir's recent history. The victims were part of a critical infrastructure project constructing tunnels that would provide all-weather connectivity to the strategically vital Ladakh region bordering with China and Pakistan. Terrorists stormed their camp in the evening, unleashing a hail of bullets on unsuspecting workers who were there simply to earn their livelihood.
डॉक्टर साहब की कल खबर जो ही इलाके में फैल गई तो मातम बरपा गया। रात लोग नींद सोए गए। अभी भी थोड़े लोग अभी इस गगनगीर गांधरबल में हैं कि ये उल्फत और प्यार देखकर अभी भी लोग घरों में सहम गए। थोड़े लोग घरों से बाहर हैं।
This isn't the first time non-Kashmiri migrant workers have been targeted. Terrorists operating under Pakistan's influence have repeatedly attacked those employed in orchards, paddy fields and construction sites, aiming to drive them out of the region and cripple local development. The Resistant Front, a shadow group of the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba, has claimed responsibility for the Sonmarg attack. Intelligence reports indicate that TRF has become a proxy used by Pakistani handlers to carry out targeted killings, furthering Islamabad's agenda of sabotaging peace and progress in Jammu and Kashmir. In a separate incident last week, the bullet-riddled body of a laborer from Bihar was found in Shopian, underscoring a growing pattern of violence aimed at non-local workers. These attacks are being seen as desperate attempts to spread fear and instability, especially as Kashmir undergoes rapid socio-economic development since the abrogation of Article 370.
The problem here is that these terrorists and all, ISI is bent upon sending them with the aid and full notice of the Pakistan government. Till the time we in India stop being reactive mode and take on a proactive mode, that is, we take this fight down to Pakistan in its own territory, this will carry on. Till the time the cost of these infiltrations and these terrorists is not imposed on the Pakistan army, nothing will change. Because Pakistan is hell-bent upon raising up the terrorism again in Jammu and Kashmir and also trying to ensure that this message goes across to the world that Jammu and Kashmir is not stable. Jammu and Kashmir, there is unrest over there. So we have to now change our tactics and ensure that whichever post, whichever area the terrorists start infiltrating, that entire post should be eliminated. So that the cost of that goes on to the Pakistan army and the Pakistan Rangers. Then only Pakistan will stop sending these terrorists inside the territory.
The Indian government's efforts to promote infrastructure, investment and tourism in the Union territory are being met with hostility by Pakistan, which continues to rely on covert warfare to maintain unrest in the region. By attacking civilian workers, Pakistan-backed terror outfits aim to slow down infrastructure projects and obstruct the economic revival of Jammu and Kashmir. Despite repeated denials by Islamabad, the involvement of Pakistan-based terror outfits is undeniable. Training camps, logistical support and funding channels remain active across the border, fueling terrorism in the Kashmir Valley. These attacks are part of Pakistan's long-standing proxy war against India, aimed at keeping the region in perpetual turmoil. While terror groups try to instill fear, the resolve of the people and the government remains unshaken. As in recent operations, several terrorists connected to such attacks have been neutralized.